Hi, and welcome back to the hangar with X-Craft. And in our last segment, we got these invasion stripes. As goofy as they look, we got them, I believe, as close as they're supposed to be for this aircraft. And now we're going to work on these national insignias that go on the side, get the markings on there, and we'll go from there. So hang in, we'll get set up for that, and here we go. Okay, one issue I have just discovered here is while this black invasion stripe appears to go all the way around on the fuselage of the full scaler, I botched that up, and I literally sprayed it all the way around the fuselage. In this area right here where L3 is going to go, I should have left that bare aluminum because you can't put a black 3 over a black stripe and have it show at all. So I'm going to have to go back. Once this is set and sucked down good and everything, I'm going to have to go back and mask an area here for this black stripe and paint that silver, so then the L3 will show. Okay, so what I'm going to do here for these stripes that go on the tail, I'm going to use this piece of masking tape. This is 1/4 inch wide, and I'm just going to use this as a guide. We're going to put this down here, and we're going to use this for our guide for masking. Okay, so it's essentially just going to be a straight edge for me, make it a little bit easier for getting this done. And we're just going to kind of guess it should be in that area there somewhere, I believe. Something like that. And we'll do the same thing on this other side. Try to get it in relatively close position. Now, just remember, this stuff doesn't have to be perfect, right? Because think about it. You might have had 2 different people painting this stripe on the tail of the aircraft. Could have had a couple guys over here working on this one, a couple guys over here working on this one. Yeah, I want them to be pretty close. But if they're not perfect, dude, it's not the end of the world. I mean, because you got to remember, they were slapping this stuff on quickly. They were not trying to make them showpieces. So, and now what I'll do, I'm just going to use a piece of masking tape here on a little scrap of newspaper, and we're going to just lay this right up alongside this other piece of tape. Like that. Done. So that was pretty straightforward and easy. Okay, so since we got the stripes painted on the tail, I went ahead and I painted over the black stripe on the side of the fuselage in silver. I just used some aircraft aluminum there. And that's going to give us our spot where the L3 is going to go. Again, it's not historically accurate. And in this case, it's not going to be. Now, one thing I did want to touch base on real quick with, I discovered this problem when I was getting ready to put these on. And I had already soaked them, and they were already loose. So I kind of thought I was going to be in trouble. And I haven't done this before. I let them set, and I just let them dry, and I didn't touch them. And they re-secured themselves back to the backing paper, and I just soaked them again, and they are loose once again. And everything seems to be fine with them. So if you get in that situation, I don't think it's a real big deal. Just be careful with them. Don't play around with them. You just let them dry, and you're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and throw this on here. Okay, so we're working on getting the landing gear constructed, tires painted, wheel hubs painted, basically getting the landing gear to the point where all it has to be is just plugged in and it's done. Sub-assemblies that'll be added at the very end, so that way I don't risk breaking them off while we're doing weathering or handling the model or anything like that. I sprayed the struts using dark aluminum from All-Clad, and the wheel hubs were sprayed with straight aluminum, and then I use fine line, the panel line accent from Tamiya, to give them some character, and add that in there. So let's watch while we finish this up. We're going to have some issues with the landing gear doors coming up here, where so since there's two different color wings on the aircraft, the landing gear doors I'm guessing are going to be a different color as well to match the appropriate wing, and I got that wrong. I sprayed them wrong, so we got to go back and fix that. Okay, so what we're working on here, you can see we got the tail wheel doors and the tail wheel installed. Landing light goes in the bottom of the wing. I'm going to work on the ID lights at a later time, get that done. So currently getting the wingtip lights painted here, you can see.
Those all get installed once they dry, of course. And a little panel line enhancer for those landing gear bays coming up here once I get these doors installed. Those are the inner gear doors. I figured we could put those on. They're pretty well protected with the bottom of the fuselage, so we shouldn't have to worry about damaging those. Like I already said, a little panel line enhancer on the inside of those landing gear bays to give them some character, bring out the highlights and whatnot. All right, so with the landing gear legs complete, here I am getting the landing gear doors installed onto those struts, and then they will be ready to install once we're done with everything on the model. We can just plug them in, throw a little bit of bonder on them, and they're done and ready to go. At this point, all the decals are on the model, and it's been clear coated. So next up, we'll be working on doing some weathering. It looks like cowl has been permanently installed. I know you don't see it here in this photo or in this video at this point, but it has been permanently installed. Got to paint the propeller yet and do some other little things, but for the most part, construction and decals are done.
Okay, so that's going to wrap it up with this segment of the Hasegawa P47D-25 build. So, as mentioned before, all the decals are done. I still have to unmask the canopy. I'm holding on that for the moment. I usually do it after I get clear coating done, but I'm going to wait until after we've done the weathering and everything. That way I don't risk damaging that canopy in any way. So landing gear doors are installed, and landing light and everything, it's looking pretty good. General construction is complete. Decals are done, and weathering will be coming up next, I believe. Probably got a couple little detail things to take care of, some exhaust staining, things like that. But overall, she's looking pretty good, I think. So if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notifications button down below. Throw me some comments out there. Be happy to read them and reply to them. If you got any questions about anything, please don't hesitate to ask. Criticisms, I'll take criticisms too. So throw them down there in the comments. If you don't like something I'm doing, or if you think there's a better way to do it, let me know. I'm always learning. We're all always learning. Nobody knows everything. So until next time, keep your fingers out of the glue.